and welcome to ChiCat Live. I'm BJ Allen. I'm your host for today. I'm a digital arts instructor at ChiCat. More about ChiCat in a minute. Next to me is Paul Callejas. How do you pronounce your last name?
Callejas.
Callejas.
You said it right.
Yeah.
You said it right. Good job.
Paul Callejas, he is our new program manager, so you'll be able to meet him today. And then also we have Matt Wilson, who is the 3D Maker Lab instructor here at ChiCat.
Hi.
So, welcome everybody. We are on CAN TV's Hotline Studio, so I'd like to remind everyone that if you have any questions at any time, that you can call in at the number at the bottom of the screen, 312-738-1060. So thank you again, CAN TV, for this wonderful opportunity. We love you. So, what we're going to do today, we're going to talk a little bit about ChiCat. We're going to introduce you to Paul, and then we're going to talk about our upcoming classes that we have for middle schoolers and high schoolers. So, but first, to give you a little context here, we are ChiCat. We are a nonprofit that has youth and adult education programs. And what our specialties are, we'll talk about our mission. Our mission is that we elevate talents, culture, and community through transformative art studios, sector-driven training, and advanced technology. You can find us at www.chicat.org, and there's our number on the bottom because you're going to have lots of opportunities to call later on. Our location is 1701 West 13th Street. We're near the Pink Line, bus lines 9 and 12. We're right at the intersection of Roosevelt and Ashland. So, ChiCat offers youth education programs in art and technology. Right now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our studios. We have 3 studios for youth. Matt and I are 2 of the 3 instructors. Patty is not here today. She teaches in the design lab. Let's find out a little bit about the design lab. So in the design studio, students learn how to sew, they learn how to draw, they learn how to paint. We have screen printing. We have a beautiful, gorgeous space. And the design studio is kind of hypothetically our lowest tech studio because ChiCat is just filled with wonderful technology. But it's a wonderful place, and we hope that students will sign up for the classes that we have that we'll talk about soon. Then, go back to our webcam here. Here's another shot from the design studio. So students really, all of our programs, all of our after-school programs, all of our daytime programming, it's all very hands-on. Students come here and they make art. This is the 3D Maker Lab, just a quick view here. This is a view of our 10 3D printers. Matt's going to talk a little bit more about how these fit into the classes coming up, but just so you get an idea of some of the things that youth can learn here in the Maker Lab. In the Maker Lab, they also use an Oculus Go to do virtual reality. This is another thing Matt is going to talk about soon when he talks about the classes that are coming up for youth. And then finally, in the Digital Arts Studio, this is the studio that I am the instructor for. We do sound, video, photography, graphic design, web design, all kinds of digital arts for middle schoolers and high schoolers. So, what's coming up is an extended registration for some of our classes. But before we go further into that, Paul's going to be able to speak about how you can register. Let's meet Paul.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And why don't you tell us? We're very excited to have him on the team. And why don't you tell us about your position and what you do at ChiCat?
Yeah, so my name is Paul Callejas, born and raised in Chicago, specifically in La Viquita. Been working with youth since I was in college, so I'm excited to be working with such a wonderful team. And so one thing I want to emphasize is that we extended actually our recruitment, not recruitment, but our orientation, and we're intaking new middle school students and high school students for all of our programs. Thank you, BJ. She's showing right here the flyer. So we have different programs from becoming a maker, poetry in motion, making the news, making digital into reality, fashion and textile design, and comic creation and manga mania. And if you're watching us right now, if you're interested or you know someone who's interested in joining any of these programs, please give us a call at 312-733-1707 and ask for
01.
01? Oh, my
Yep,
bad.
1701, but that's all right.
You're all right. You're all right. See, I need new glasses, guys. My bad.
All right. Yay.
Budget.
So now we're going to talk a little bit more about the classes that are coming up in the specific studio. So we can't emphasize enough, register now, call us now. Classes start February 18th, which is Monday, which is coming up very fast. Students can still register through the first week if we still have space, but better to register now and get the class that you want and make sure you have a space in the class. So here is a schedule. I'm going to put this up on the webcam. We have in the Design Art Studio on Mondays and Wednesdays from 4:30 to 6:30, middle schoolers can take comics and manga. And it's just like what it says. Students will be designing their own superheroes. That's a very popular class, so if you're interested in it, I would suggest you get your middle schoolers signed up soon. Then fashion design is from 5 to 7 o'clock for high schoolers in the Design Art Studio. And then the Digital Art Studio, that's my class, 4:30 to 6:30, Monday and Wednesday, Poetry in Motion. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that in a second. Making the News, which is for high schoolers, Tuesday and Thursday, 5 to 7. And then in the 3D Maker Lab, 3D Maker Studio, we have Becoming a Maker for middle schoolers on Monday and Wednesday from 4:30 to 6:30, and Making Digital into Reality from 5 to 7. On Fridays, we do have Open Studio from 5 to 7. Our open studios, frankly, rock. The open studios are a time for any student who's enrolled in any of our classes to come in and work in any of the studios that we have. That means if you're studying comics and manga, you can come to my studio and learn Photoshop. If you're learning VR in Matt's studio, you can go up into Patty's studio and then, paint. So we really want to emphasize the fluidity in our programs, and that we understand that students have a variety of interests, and we want to to expose them to as much as we can. All right. So now I'm going to talk about my Poetry in Motion class. So I'm going to give you the kind of the rundown here from our flyer, which shows that Poetry in Motion, the February 18th through May 3rd, that's when our classes run. Let your imagination run wild by writing poems and making them into creative videos. Students will learn how to use Canon DSLR cameras for shooting, as well as Premiere Pro software for editing and motion graphics. So I actually have some of the equipment here that we're going to use for the class, and ChyCat has a wonderful professional equipment. It's very important to us that the students learn how to use professional equipment, and that they're not, suffering with very old technology. All of our technology is very new. So the first thing I want to show you here, we'll get to the drone in a second, but the first thing I want to show you here is our DSLR camera. All the students use professional cameras. This one's great because it has an articulating view screen. So what that means is you can look at what you're taking from high above or far below. This camera can take video as well as photos, and we have a variety of lenses for the students to use.
You could also talk about the lighting you have as well to enhance
Oh, well, yes, and we have professional lighting. We have both portable lighting that we can take to on site, which is what we're going to do. We're going to be oh no, wait, that's for the next class. My apologies. We do have portable lighting that students could use for poetry in motion, but we also have professional studio lights that stay in the studio for poetry in motion. This class is going to be an opportunity for students to be really, really creative. What they'll be doing is they'll be writing poems, which, remember, what's a current form of poetry that is very popular in music?
Well, we do have some awesome music from rappers like Travis Scott, or people who are making great songs like Justin Bieber and Miley Cyrus.
Yes, I was thinking more of Kendrick Lamar, but Kendrick Lamar got a Pulitzer Prize.
No Kanye?
For his writing. Well, okay, I'm just talking about the Pulitzer here, but yeah, I mean, but seriously, any rapper that you listen to, obviously the words are really, really important, and that is poetry in motion. That is poetry attached to music, attached to images, and that's what we're going to be doing. It's like an experimental video class. What else? Oh, and the students will be learning, of course, on professional software, Premiere Pro software. We have a full creative suite. The Adobe Creative Suite in our studios is really kind of amazing. So Premiere Pro is a industry-leading software that the students will be using. So that's poetry in motion. Next, excusez-moi. Okay, here we have making the news. So that's going to be for high schoolers. That's going to be a little bit, more advanced. They're going to be learning a few more skills than the middle schoolers. And what that is going to entail is making the news is more of a journalism course. However, once you learn the skills that you learn as a journalist, both as a photojournalist and a video journalist, you can take those skills such as lighting, composition, getting clean sound, all of that stuff, and it is the first steps in learning visual language. And I know that sounds kind of conceptual, but in learning visual language that allows you to do marketing, that allows you to do film. Why do you use a wide shot? When do you use a close-up? All of those things have to do with how we perceive visuals. And making the news will be a perfect place for students to start out to get all the skills that they need, both in photography and video, to really express themselves and tell a story. And
there is more.
There is more. If a student is interested in developing their own YouTube channel, like this course will allow the student to learn to be able to produce professional level videos that they can put on YouTube. Because, when a lot of people have their own YouTube channel and it looks kind of janky, it doesn't look that great. And if you're trying to sell yourself, if you're trying to sell a product, if you're trying to get an audience, people turn it off if the quality sucks. And this class will be, if you're interested in having any kind of YouTube channel or YouTube show, making the news, this class for high schoolers will be a great opportunity for them to learn. Oh yeah, and we have drones. So I'm going to give you a quick shot of our drone here.
How will students be using the drones? Like, is that for...
Well, I'm kind of, on the fence a little bit about how they're going to be using the drones. Because to use the drones, we have to alert the FAA, and we have to be very, very careful. So what I'm imagining that we're going to be using the drones for is for when we're covering either some stuff at ShyCat, which we're going to kind of practice on ShyCat before we go out in the world. But say we're covering an event at a nonprofit, or who knows, you usually start out with a wide shot. And these are perfect when you're to start out with a wide view of what's going on, of the location of where it is. That can really give your viewer context about what is happening.
Okay. So they might learn about like establishing shots.
Exactly, an establishing shot is a perfect shot for a drone.
Great.
Yeah.
Great use of that new cutting edge tech to enhance the arts.
I agree. All right. Let's see if I cut everything here. Oh, I just want to remind people that they can call in. We haven't had any questions yet. I love callers. We love callers. If you have any questions, call now at CanTV's hotline number. It's on the bottom of the screen. If you're watching this live, 312-738-1060. So yeah, give us a call. Now we're going to move to Matt, and we're going to talk a little bit about Matt's offerings for this term in the Maker Lab.
Awesome. Yeah, so the Maker Lab, for anyone who's not familiar with the term, is just a space where students can learn to use 3D technology, as well as CNC machines, as well as VR headsets, laser cutters, etc., etc. It's all about using this new school, new age equipment to take their imagination and make it reality. And that's really what we're focusing in with the students here that we have in class. So I have a few examples of things, but I'll get into that after I go over the classes we're going to be offering.
All right, let's throw it up on the webcam. Okay.
So for 6th through 8th graders, we have Becoming a Maker. That's for the middle school students. That's going to be when they come into the studio and they say, oh, I want to 3D print, or I want to use a Carvey or X-Carve. Okay, well, let's start to use it. So from 4:30 to 6:30, they can come in, learn some fundamentals, and make projects. Each project will introduce another component of the machine. At the end of the course, they'll understand how to use all of that technology and make their own projects. For the high schoolers, we have Making Digital into Reality. So that means a high schooler might wake up and think, oh man, it would be cool if there was a virtual reality app that had, like, I don't know, pandas running through the grocery store and you have to go fight the clerks. It's like, okay, well, how do you make the art assets for that? You need to start off in some 3D modeling software, sculpting. You need to be able to wrap and unwrap your assets and pass them off as deliverables that will get to whoever the engineers are to actually build it. So that's one aspect with the VR. There's also going to be a lot of 3D modeling for both classes. And then students at the end of the course for both grade levels will have work that will go into a final showcase, which all students in ShyCat participate in. Mm-hmm. That showcase will feature really their work, and they'll have a chance to show to their families, their friends, whoever they invite to the showcase what they learned in that course, and then that'll be good for their own personal portfolio as well as something to put on the resume. I've been a part of a professional exhibition, and you're only in what, 8th grade, high school? Not that many people have that, so it's a great chance to get their foot in the door for having a professional exhibit under their belt.
Agreed. And I'd like to, give Matt a plug because he is in the studio next to mine, and he's a great guy to work with. I've seen him work with kids. He's incredible. And the offerings here are not something that you normally can get for free. No. Just about anywhere, and especially using the kind, this really current equipment. This is a very special opportunity, and I encourage you all to take advantage of it.
So do we want to...
Oh, right. And now we're going to look at some of the objects that students have made, or objects that have been made in the Maker Lab. So we're going to start with the 3D prints. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of good ones here. All right, so now let's look at the overhead so you can see them.
Okay, so here we have a Maker Lab sign that was 3D printed. That's PLA plastic. It was made on a TAS 6 3D printer. This is also an example of some more organic design. It's just a nice little hand. It's going to say hello to people. It's going to wave. And then here in the cutoff, you can see some of the lattice and structure support in there. Yeah. And I made this totally adorable spaceship that can go flying around, take you on a rocket adventure. It's crazy. Yeah, so these are just some of the ideas, right? So for the 6th to 8th grade class, one of the first projects they'll have is designing a spaceship. This is something like an early draft, but we'll get to much cooler looking spaceships later on. And then I'll quickly do the last two. Quickly, this is an example of a project made on a Carvey, which is a CNC router. Basically, yeah. Well, you can flip it whatever way.
There we go.
Basically, this is MDF, which is a material that's safe for the machine. Students make their own imagery, clamp it down on the machine, and be able to cut out their designs. So a lot of flexibility with what they can make there. And finally, we have our Oculus Go virtual reality headset. So this is a standalone headset. You just wear it over your head, and you can experience a lot of things in VR. The straps are expandable / you can make them really fit your head so it's comfortable, and we can load students' projects onto this. So a lot of technology here that students can use to get their voice, their creative voice from their head out into reality. So Paul, BJ, me, we can all experience what students are going to be making in the studio.
Yeah, I think we don't give enough justice to ShyCat and the building. Like, as you know, if you guys did not know, this building has been open for only 2 years, and it has like state-of-the-art equipment, and it was built to serve our surrounding communities, to build and serve Chicago teens, you know. And so I just want to reiterate, just take the advantage and sign up today. Just give us a call. You have any questions, call the number that's in your screen. Again, all of this is completely free. All of this is completely free. And we'll be working towards a final showcase where you're going to invite your family, your friends, community members, bring everyone. It's going to be a party.
It's going to be a party. It's an artsy party here in ShyCat.
It's like, yeah, 24/7 artsy fartsy party. That could be our sub motto.
Yeah, that's going to be the name of the show, Artsy Fartsy Party.
Oh, wow.
Paul made it here first.
I don't know about that name, but
all right. Well, at any rate, while we have a little extra time here, I would like to show you some of our website. So here we are at the ShyCat website. If you'd like to find, and that's shycat.org, CHICAT.org. So here's our front page. If you want to explore our courses, you can go to youth programs here. There you go. And here you can see everything that we have right now. In the Design Arts Lab, we should give Patty a little more time. And that's what we have right here. Comic Creation and Manga Mania. Fashion and Textile Design, and these are just descriptions. Digital Arts, Poetry in Motion, Making the News, and 3D Maker Arts, Becoming a Maker and Making Digital into Reality. And I wanted to go to this site and get it, and all of our contact information is down here at the bottom. Facebook is another way to catch us. We have a good Facebook presence, and we have updates all the time about what's happening. So I wonder if we can find here. Well, I shouldn't be roaming around on here without looking first. But you can find out a lot about us. I was hoping to find some examples of our space. You can see the outside right here. It really is beautiful.
It is a beauty.
All right.
Totes adorbs.
All right, so why don't we go through one more time what somebody would need to do to register. Paul.
Yes. So if you're interested in registering, just give us a call. The number is 312-733-1701. Again, just give us a call. We'll schedule a meeting with you. Come check out the space. Come meet the instructors. And from there, we'll just give you an application. You fill it out, and then you're enrolled. And you just choose the program that you want to join.
And again, here's the number, 312-733-1701. Everybody writing that down? I'll give you a second. 312-733-1701. And asked to speak to this wonderful gentleman right here, Paul Callejas, or Luis Bermudez, who is our Senior Director of Youth Arts Programs.
Yes. Awesome guy.
Nice wordy title.
Yeah, it's a good one. I need a better title. All right, so now you know what to do to get a hold of us. You can also go to our website, remember, shycat.org, or find us on Facebook. I also want to just give a quick plug for our adult programs. We have adult education programs, so I'm going to read their announcement because they're amazing. They're a little different than the youth programs. So ShyCat adult programs offer no-cost career certifications in health information technology, medical billing and coding, food lab technician quality control, and advanced manufacturing for maintenance technicians. We also offer job placement assistance for our students as well. Our programs range from 6 to 9 months, full-time, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 2:30, 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. If you're interested in enrolling, come to one of our information sessions, and this is again for the adult programs, on Wednesday or Thursday at 11 a.m. Any Wednesday or Thursday at 11 a.m. we are offering information sessions on our adult education programs, which are more career and technology-based living wage programs. So again, it's been a pleasure being here at CAN TV. Thanks again to CAN TV. Thank you, Paul and Matt, for being my guests today.
No problem.
No problem. Thanks for inviting us.
Yeah, you know, we rock. And you can find us at shycat.org. Hope you all have a lovely day.
See you soon.